My name is Chang, and I'm studying as a third year at the University of Toronto, majoring in Contemporary Asian Studies. Well, in my first year, I was talking with a friend of mine who was, I think, in third year at that point, and she just suggested that I try out a course related to Asia because she knew I was interested in the region. And after I hopped in that course, I fell in love with the class, and then subsequently all the professors and the other classmates and the different courses that I could take. And so I think I just slowly became more and more immersed into the program, but it started off just out of curiosity. My views on the world, on global issues, on youth, I think that's a big topic. I think all of those views have become more nuanced and more complex and are more appropriately reflecting how deep these topics actually are. CAS really offers you a mix of different disciplines and different practices. I get to explore things like the development of Korea under authoritarian regimes and its implications. I get to look at the effects of climate change on big cities, the context of the Philippines or Indonesia, or I get to talk about the struggles of youth within the 21st century and the precarity that they face in terms of education and employment, all in the context of urban youth in China, for instance. Its approach is not only to just engage you within the classroom, but outside of it. And so we have the opportunity to take a look at different topics that interest us in a summer research program or something during the semester that we collaborate with other students to explore together. I had the chance to look at mapping technology and how to locate conflict points in the island of Mindanao in the Philippines, for instance, collaborating with other students to look at that. And so in those respects, I think you have the chance to not only explore new topics, but to do them in ways that you didn't foresee yourself doing before. Like I never thought I'd try out mapping technology in undergrad before. So in ways like that, it really lets you broaden your horizons, both in terms of the content that you learn, but also the actions and practices that you engage in. With a friend of mine who's also a CAS student, I had the chance to kickstart a pilot essay competition project that we're hoping to launch throughout the summer. It's called the Anti-Racism International Youth Writing Contest. And basically what we're hoping to do is to foster dialogue on identity, on race relations, and on everything that has to do with self-perception, who you see yourself to be, and how you position yourself within whatever community you're in, all in the context of race and identity in those respects. And we're hoping to get those insights through personal reflections from students, prompting them to answer the topic that we live in a pandemic of racism. And so with this contest, we're hoping to foster dialogue, but the Asian Institute has played a vital role in making sure that we have the adequate tools for this contest to come off the ground, as well as closing any holes or gaps in the planning and facilitation process that my friend and I missed along the way. And so they've been an absolutely integral part of the planning and organization process. And the competition, while it's largely been a student-led initiative, wouldn't have been possible without the support of the Asian Institute.